Pre-flight diagnostics beginning. Engines check. Weapon systems online. Shields 100%. Onboard computer operative. Diagnostics complete. Setting destination for adventure, standby. Warning, hangar bay doors opening. Everything is set. You are now clear for takeoff. Estimated arrival time, 5 minutes. And we are off. We'll make the jump once we've established connection with the rest of the fleet. Connection established. See you all at the Star Park. We've made it. Alright everyone. Let's get this party started.
Oh my, what am I doing looking that way? Hello everybody, happy Pizza Friday Eve. Welcome, welcome. I hope tonight has been an amazing night for you. Ooh, this is from Vampire Survivors. I love that game. It's a good song too. Anyways, let me figure out why I'm like staring off into Narnia and not staring directly at you guys. There we go. That should be better. But yes, welcome on in everybody. Oh my god, it has been such a crazy week for me. Like in a good way, in a good way. Hey streamer, are we gonna draw the new incredibly attractive Fox McCloud? Don't you be, isn't his name Star Fox? Oh my goodness, but hi everybody. Brandum, hi, how are you doing? Welcome, welcome. Nova, hi. But oh man, dude, I don't even know where to begin when it comes to what I was able to do this weekend or this past week. Oh man, dude. Okay, so I guess to kick off housekeeping, let's talk patch notes. Now most of the patch notes that I have this evening are not going to affect like what you guys see on the stream. But it is exciting because it's like further laying the foundation for when Project LOAF goes live. So I removed Haywire's core this past week, and I cleaned up. So she has like different like mini cores, and the LOAF Quest core is what I cleaned up this past week. So like a lot of old junk code that no longer needed to be there is now gone. I can't say anything is like streamlined because everything so far on the with the LOAF Quest core is pretty optimized at the moment. Just because like over the past year I've been like slowly improving on the LOAF Quest core just in preparation for Project LOAF. But I was looking at the core this past week and I was like, oh my god, there was so much that was like leftover code that is never going to be used because it's now all evolved and whatnot. So they were like old ideas that were going to be implemented in LOAF Quest and or Project LOAF. And since then I no longer need them because like what I've developed is like taking the place of all that what I can consider now junk code. So I removed a bunch of it, I cleaned it up, I put the core back into Haywire, and now everything is looking really snazzy on that. Oh my goodness, Bryson, hi, how are you doing? Deep Thought, hi. Gato, hello, how are you doing? Azur, Solace, oh my goodness, hello everybody. Don't worry, for those of you guys who just come in, we're just doing the housekeeping segment, so you guys are good. There's no rush to be here. But so that is what I have for patch notes. Again, unfortunately you won't see any of this cleanliness because it's all in Haywire's core. And I don't know if it will cause any improvements in Haywire stability. Probably not. Probably not, because she's constantly glitching. But that I was super excited about, because now the LOAF quest core looks really, really organized and clean and sleek, which is great, because oh my god, now we're segmenting or segueing into Project LOAF, the Project LOAF segment. So, as you probably saw the title of the stream, we are going to be working on some Project LOAF stuff tonight. Specifically, we need to kind of get a more concrete design for my Grimoire, my spellbook. I have been talking recently with a 3D modeler who has the skills to pay the bills. I am fascinated by this guy's work, and so I am trying to snag him for something I need for Project LOAF, which just so happens to revolve around my Grimoire. So in order to get the ball rolling, I need to actually settle on a concrete design before I commission him. So that's what... So originally tonight we were going to work more on the elemental crystals, get the fire crystal knocked out, begin working the water crystal, but things have changed, and I want to get this Grimoire started, because I am so stoked. I will be talking to him at greater length, because I actually, and he knows this, I've made a remark about it, that I need this book to be modeled in a very hyper specific way, because of what I plan on doing with this Grimoire for Project LOAF. It's highly specific, which I cannot delve into at the moment, but probably by the end of the stream I will have accidentally remarked on it anyways. So we'll see how long. Get your stopwatches ready, because you guys will have to time me on how fast it takes me to spoil that thing I'm trying to keep under wraps. So yeah, so in order to get the ball rolling with this guy, he has kindly asked me to have present him with some concept art. And I was like, that's a great idea! And then I'm like over here, write that down. Okay, I need to actually come up with a solid idea on what my Grimoire needs to look like. For those who have been here a while know that we, like months ago, we did take a stab at the design of the Grimoire, so we are not starting from scratch, but we are also not at the finish line. But in other LOAF Quest news, oh my god, you guys, I have been working diligently with Fantastic number 2, and I am very pleased to announce that I have Fantastic number 2 sequence like 90% like from start to finish. I basically have most of the animation done. I think I'm missing, well, I know at least 2 animations. I'm missing something at the very end of Fantastic number 2, and then I still need to complete the animation that I showed you guys a preview of in our Discord server. So again, when I start working on that animation, that is the preview of the animation that's going to have our sonas in it, I will post in the Discord server, maybe with an at everyone. I think that's probably the best the best thing I can do, because I don't want to leave anybody out who wants to participate in this. But I will probably send an at everyone in the Discord server when I actually get back to working on that particular Sona animation. Just so that you guys are aware, like, hey, I'm starting to work on it, which means the window for you submitting your Sona to this animation is going to be coming to a close. So I will definitely give you guys ample time. A lot of you guys have already submitted your Sonas, which is awesome. I want to try to stuff in as many Sonas as I possibly can. The difficult part is going to be the fact that I need to animate all of you guys coming in the scene in no greater than 4 seconds, which is, ooh. Saber, hello! Thank you so much for the tier 1 sub for 34 heckin' months. Can I message you really quick? Yeah. So yeah, I mean, the fact that Fantastic Number 2's sequence is pretty much there excites me, because the final third of the sequence was not fleshed out at all. As you guys remember me talking about this, I think it was last Friday or last Thursday, where I basically stopped at the second third of the sequence, like a long time ago, and left all of like these open-ended cable, quote-unquote open-ended cables, just to give like an analogy visual, and I didn't hook up any peripherals to it. So I'm like, oh man. So I've been working diligently this past week on getting all that squared away, and I did a pre-alpha test of that new segment that I worked on this week. I actually tested it this morning, and I could not believe that it all fell into place so nicely. It looks and feels amazing, and I wish I could get into it more, but there was a particular piece of animation that I was going absolutely insane trying to get the perfect timing, because the timing window I have for this particular segment of animation, I believe is 2.5 seconds. And there's like a lot of information that is happening during those 2.5 seconds. And I'm like, dude, I was like, with a magnifying glass, I was like, okay, move it by this many frames. No, move it back. Oh, no, move it this way. And oh my god, dude, I was running so many tests, but I finally got it. I finally got it to a point where, like, the information that will be flying at you guys during this little animation sequence is readable. It feels good. It's breathable. That's a term I like to use when it comes to animation. Did I give it enough frames to let the animation breathe, or is it like a run-on sentence, like just animations are just playing all at the same time? So I finally like landed on a specific sequence of keyframes, and I'm like, yes. Any further to the left, I hate it. Any further to the right, I hate it. But this right here, this feels good. So, man, I wish I could get like specific with you guys, because it is one of the most, it's probably my second most complicated animation I have done for this channel. Like the first one, the most difficult animation I've ever done on this channel is actually our rank up ceremony. There is, when we move to the Mystic Cove and people start licking the crystal, that whole sequence, there's like 4 or 5 different layers of animation that are all independent of each other, that are all like fire at the same time, like specific intervals, so that it makes it look like it's one solid animation that's going from start to finish. And you guys would never know this. I timed everything so perfectly. When you look at that rank up ceremony, you're like, dude, this is a crazy solid animation. I'm like, no, this is 5 animations, each one going off at different times, and it just looks like it's one solid animation because I went in so meticulously. We're talking milliseconds, guys. I'm not joking. I went in, I was like, forget the seconds. I'm going milliseconds here, and I timed it out. It was crazy. It was crazy. So that's my most complicated animation, but this one that I did this past week is probably the second most complicated that I've ever done, because I believe it's 3 independent animations, all firing at different times, but it all comes out looking like it's one solid sequence of events. Teacher coding. Okay, let's see here. Okay. Will do, Saber, will do. I'm not concerned. I was chatting about our website earlier, and nothing was on the radar, so wait, submitting Sona, can you tell me about this? Did I miss something? Oh yeah. So for the past like 6 months, we've had a special channel in the Discord server called Project LOAF. And what I am doing is I would like to have your guys' Sona in the background to this particular animation that I'm working on that's actually supposed to be for Fantastic number 2, which is the fantastic person thing that I'm actually working on right now. So the idea, and if you go, Saber, if you go into the Project LOAF channel in our Discord server, open up the pinned message, and it gives you an example of how I'm going to be utilizing your Sona in this animation. So it's basically, and it's pretty no context on what's happening, but it's basically like LOAF is going to be in the foreground of this animation, and then you guys in like a silhouette, like you guys are all going to be silhouetted out. So it's just you're gonna see your Sona silhouette with your eyes, and you guys are all gonna be like popping up in the background. And I want to try to stuff as many of you guys into this background as I possibly can. So if you would like to see your Sona in this particular animation with LOAF for Fantastic number 2, get your Sona, like, ideally, okay, so 2 requisites, I guess prerequisites for submitting. Make sure it is a piece that you really, really like. I want like your best, most treasured piece of your Sona. And then number 2, if at all possible, could you make it backgroundless? And if you can't, it's not a deal breaker. Submit what you have, and then Wolf and I have been working together to remove those backgrounds. Oh, I have submitted it. Yeah. I am 100% on with you now. Yeah. Is it too late to join? Did I ever join? I don't know, Gato. It's not too late to join as of yet. So my plan is I'm going to be sending out an @everyone message in the general announcements when I finally sit down and start working on that animation again. I have most of the animation done. One of the reasons I stopped was because there's so many sound effects I need, and now that I've I kind of funneled down, I have like I have a library of different sound effects, and so I've whittled down some of like the strongest contenders for the sound effects. So now I'm plus I'm almost done with Fantastic number 2, so I need to get this animation done anyways. So I'm feeling much more motivated to like go back and install the sound effects, because Yeah, sound effects for me is very tiring, because I have to sit and listen to a bajillion of them and then decide which one I feel is the best for the situation. But yeah, so that's what we got going on for Project LOAF. And then nothing really on the IRL segment. Not really. I mean, I could talk about how the voice inside of my head is giving me a lot of anxiety this last week, but that's boring to talk about. But yeah. Oh, thank you for the hugs, Panda. Yeah, no, it's like I'm fine, but it's kind of one of those annoying things where it's like trying to tell me like, oh, your health is not the best, right? Like it thinks it's doing that whole spiraling thing where it's like, oh, you've got some disease that nobody's ever heard of before. I'm like, no, stop it. I am just very lost today. A lot happened. I'm currently under. Oh no! But hopefully, Saber, things like your mind can be at rest. And if not, well, you're here. So maybe being here will cause your mind to be at rest. I know that's gonna be the case for me, because like I've had a lot on my mind. I'm like, we're going to the Star Park tonight, let's go. I caught the new Pigma disease, gonna turn him into a new Starbucks character. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so I guess that's the only thing for the IRL segment of housekeeping. And then the final segment is the rank ups. So let's see here. Let me Haywire has pulled up the list here, and let's see here. Do I see any of these people in chat at the moment? Love this song, dude. Okay, I haven't seen Leona pop up yet today. Okay. Nope. Okay. So I don't see anybody. So this little list that Haywire has, thank goodness she has a list. Otherwise I'd be like, who's needing a rank up? I mean, I barely remember. I've struggled with names all the time. That's all I need is for me to try to remember names of people that need a rank up. That's why I have Haywire do it. She has the list. She'll remember. Okay, so with that being said, let's head on over to main stage, and we are gonna get started on tonight's. Where is main stage? There we go. We're gonna get started on tonight's sketching. So it's gonna be mostly sketching tonight. I have a few references I want to kind of mimic. So here's what we have so far with the Grimoire. We did this on Art and Chill like a few months ago, and then I never did anything with it because I was like, well, this is kind of good, but I don't have like a 3D modeler who potentially animates. So the person I'm trying to get right now, he doesn't really animate, but it sounds like he's kind of open to the idea of maybe trying to animate this thing. And I was like, dude, if that's something you want to challenge yourself with, I am all for it, because this book is going to play an important part of Project LOAF. I'm not gonna say what or how or why, but I will at least divulge that this is a kind of an important piece of the puzzle here. And I definitely need it 3D modeled. That's my brain has this like particular scene envisioned, and it's clear as day, and I'm like, I need this. So if this potential modeler of mine cannot animate it, at least I will have the Grimoire and have it modeled in such a way it can be animated, and then I just gotta find an animator to that. And then maybe I get a crazy idea and I try to animate it myself, but I'm a little scared about that because I don't usually animate in that fashion. So I'm thinking maybe it would be better if I found an animator to do it for me. Oh, and yes, Haywire just reminded me, we are doing an art raffle tonight. So if you guys would like your chance at a free half body street sketch, so that's a sketch up to half body, so it's kind of what you see with me right now, and then with a little bit of like spray paint color, like loosey-goosey stylized spray paint color on it. Like, it'll be of your Sona's color, but it'll be stylized. So that's !raffle in the chats to get all that squared away. Also, is it weird? Okay, I need to like do two things at once here. Is it weird? So I don't know. You guys will have to tell me. But like I was working on Fantastic 2 yesterday. I think it was no. Was it yesterday? You know what? I'm gonna say it was yesterday. Even if it was Tuesday, I'm gonna say it's yesterday. Oh no, I have the hiccups. Oh, okay. So I was working on Fantastic 2, and there's a moment with Fantastic 2 that I'm just so eager to show you guys. And I don't know if this is weird or not, but like I was watching like the testing, like I was testing it, and I felt myself tearing up. It was so nerdy. Dragon Cat, hi, how are you doing? Welcome on in. Okay, so let's see here. So book cover 2. I'm good. How are you? I'm good. I'm tired. I feel like I'm lower energy than normal. That makes a wolf red and yellow fur. Let's make a wolf. Oh, let's make a wolf red and yellow fur. Red and yellow fur. Those two colors remind me, like, I'm thinking of like a fire wolf at that point. Okay. So we're gonna come in here and we're gonna try and really try to solidify this book cover. And then we need to do the other side of the book, and I don't know. That I think I'm gonna need, I might need some feedback from. Did you see the Star Fox news guy? Nature, hi! Nature, I saw the Star Fox news. Oh, say goodbye to the pop beans, by the way, you guys. I'm gonna like move my monitor in front of me so that I can start sketching here. Oh, Nature, I saw it and I was like, oh no. I'm not necessarily going to say it's bad, but it doesn't land. I felt a very uncanny valley kind of a vibe with what I was seeing. Like the proportions are very strange. For example, like the thing that was kind of bothering me was Box's torso proportions were that of like a typical human, but his leggies, like, I don't mind the leggies being digigrade, but the problem with the leggies is they're more like animal proportions. So, like, why are we going with normal human torso proportions and then normal animal leggy proportions? And you get this really weird, like, unsettling vibe that something is wrong. And it's just strange. To me, it comes off, and I haven't even gotten to the faces yet. I'm strictly talking about body proportions. It comes off to me as like new artists trying to understand proportions and not quite getting it. That's what it speaks to when it speaks to me in that manner when I see those proportions. Bro's got some tiny pobs. Yeah. Like, the best way I could describe it is it's as if the developers were going for like a Ricky from Xenoblade Chronicles, like Ricky proportions, where you got like this bigger body and then tiny little legs, but they also wanted to try to make it realistic. And when you have such insane extremes where you have this like disproportionate stylized toony look or toony concept and trying to mesh it with the opposite end of the spectrum of like realism, you get a very uncanny valley vibe. The best way I could describe it is I feel like the devs were trying to make their left eye look left and their right eye look right. If you've ever tried doing that, don't. It doesn't work. You either have to look left or you have to look right. Both eyes will follow, but you cannot have both of them looking separately. That's not how our anatomy works. I think Falco got the shortest end of the stick, followed closely by Slippy. I was looking at Slippy and I was like, bro, what happened to you? And the other sucky thing is, I don't know why, but when I see those models, all I can see is like default avatar animes VTubing software. Because you get that kind of like similar like uncanny valley where I don't know if you guys have ever seen like the default Red Panda animes avatar before, but it's a very uncanny valley. It's like, oh, it's cute, but it's like there's a lot about it that just doesn't resonate. But you don't really give it a second thought because it's like, oh, it's the default free version. Yeah, of course it's not going to be the best. But I wouldn't be surprised on whoever modeled that Red Panda default avatar. I wouldn't be surprised if I found out that they were the same ones that did these models for the Star Fox team. Because they look like they're from the same artist. And it doesn't land. In exactly 12 hours, I'm watching Mortal Kombat 2 at the cinemas. It's gonna be, ooh, have fun, Colin. Funny enough, most YouTubers were hyped. So I have my own take on that. I feel like most YouTubers are expressing levels of hype simply because they're so starved. When's the last time we've had an actual Star Fox game come out? Like, I know we had 0, but how many years ago was that? It feels like it was a long time ago. So I often look at it, if anybody here is familiar with Game of Thrones, like that one psycho guy that took control of the Jon Snow's like kingdom area for a short time. Remember when he starved his dogs so much that like whenever he threw a prisoner in there, like the dogs would just rip them apart? That's kind of what I think of when it comes to a lot of these people being like, oh yes, this is exactly what we're looking for. I think the Star Fox fandom is just so starved for content and for another game to come out that at this point they'll just take anything and be like, yes, I am satisfied. But like, I really can't blame them, because it's like, I get it, like, you're starving for content and you've been hoping for a Star Fox game for a long time, and now that it's here, you're like, I'm just gonna take whatever like Nintendo gives me. Nintendo probably had the game done before the Mario. Oh yeah, 100%. Like, it takes several years to make a game. So I guarantee you that the designs were already locked in well before the designs of Fox in the Mario movie. Yeah, Fox in the movie was peak Fox. Like, that was one of, like, that's what I'm looking for when it comes to Fox McCloud. Like, why am I doing this the silly way when I can just, like, get a straight up and down line? Why am I making this harder on myself? You can use the new Star Fox team in Nintendo's version of Discord. Wait. Nintendo has a Discord like thing? Why not just use this? Oh, that's right, because it's Nintendo. Something funny that is they could have gone this route of realism because of the VTuber thing. You didn't know one of the features from the game. Oh yeah, I saw that. Like they can use like it as a VTuber. Just because you can make something look realistic doesn't necessarily mean that you should, is my stance. And it is a bit of a crying shame that Nintendo went that direction. I've seen some edits online, like minor edits of what they have, and I was like, dude, even some of these minor edits are like way crazy good. What? What is going on? Oh no. I put the wheels on backwards. We're going in reverse. Oh my goodness. How, lads first, hello. Woo crew, hello. How are you guys doing? Welcome on in. How was Am I saying this right? Sorry, Soros regime. Lance, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub. Lance, we'll get your rank up eventually. Dupe, hello, how are you doing? Welcome on in. Tonight we're doing some art and chill. So welcome on in, everybody. Yellow, glorious yellow. You know what, a Woo Crew? You know what you guys need to do? You need to bully Lance into playing Warframe, because it came to my attention about a week ago that there is a Warframe called Citrine, and yes, she is orange. I know that Lance would love to play Citrine. I was like, dude, I gotta get her, and I gotta like make her a little pet and just have the little pet called Lance, and just have Lance like running around, like following Citrine around. Be like, hey Lance! Oh, there he goes, going after Citrine. Oh my goodness. Never! I hate it so much, it's so creepy. Wait, what? What are we talking about? Hold on, shoot, I missed it. What's creepy? Lance, you play Warframe, and Sen has to play Marathon. Oh. Dark, I suddenly have indigestion. Never. Oh, I hate it, it's so creepy. Actually, I don't know what Citrine looks like. I'm planning on getting her eventually, but I hear that the grind for it is kind of atrocious. But yeah, suddenly Lance, the deal's off. You're not playing Warframe, I'm not playing Marathon. A body that's split open, very body horror. Oh, interesting. Disturbing to look at. Really? Is there a skin that makes her look better? Is it a her or him? I thought it was a her, but maybe I'm wrong. But yeah, welcome on in, everybody. We are working on the concept to my grimoire. Because so the reason I'm like trying to hunker down a solid design for my grimoire is because I recently, as of maybe like 48 hours ago, I have found a 3D modeler who is willing to model out my grimoire for me in a very specific manner. So he has asked of me if I have concept art of what this grimoire looks like, and I was like, I'll have to get back to you on that one. I gotta move. It's date night. Oh, Lance, have fun at date night. Are you thinking of getting the Star Fox remake game, Sen? I can't say that I am, Kiru. It's very uncanny valley to me. Wait, say you play Warframe and you used to play Destiny on top of having great papers and program a game. Do you hate having free time to stream FM7? Dude, yeah, Gato, I don't know where I get all this time from. So in case you guys don't know, like I don't know how I keep up my schedule like I do, because it's like I have a full-time job, I stream 3 days a week, I am currently developing a game. I mean, I was gonna say I probably shouldn't say that because it's spoiler, but let's be honest, we all know it's a game. Like, let's not beat around the bush. I've talked about it enough. So, like, I'm currently in the process of developing a game. I am managing a team of small developers. And somehow, miraculously, I have just a little bit of time to play Warframe. And, well, I was gonna say relax, but I'm like, when is the last time I did that? And I was like, oh yeah, I did that last week. But yeah, Lance, have fun. Don't worry. The Woo Crew is in good paw beans. Woo Crew, welcome on in. If I haven't already said that. So we are working on my Grimoire spell book. So in case you guys don't know, some of the lore behind my Sona is that he is a spellcaster, and he has a Grimoire in which he develops spells, takes notes, writes down stories. It's basically a diary, without it being a diary. The funny enough, the botched cloning spell that my Sona did to try to clone himself one time that accidentally created LOAF is still in his grimoire. It's still like a little like, don't ever use this spell again. It doesn't work. At least not to the extent that he was hoping for. So yeah, I have a potential 3D modeler lined up, and he's asking for concept art, and I was like, oh yeah, that's the thing I should probably have been working on. And I'm like, I'm gonna have to get back to you on that. So that's what we're doing tonight, is just kind of like casually chit-chatting and going over this grimoire. So this is kind of like the first pass of, if I shut this off, this is kind of what I thought about in terms of a grimoire. And it's not a bad design. I want to see, there's another grimoire design I would like to try to flesh out and see if I like the design better. Are you affected by the Canvas outage? I am not. What's going on with Canvas? I know a lot of my co-workers, they use Canvas for like pushing out flyers and things to the parents, but I don't ever use it. I mean, I'll use it for small like conversions at work. So like, oh, I have a PDF. Can you help me post it on our little app so that? And I'm like, does it hold PDF? No, it has to be an image. I'm like, okay. So then I go to Canva. Oh wait, Canva and Canvas. Wait, are those two different programs? Wait, Dark. I might be talking about a different program. Is Canvas different from Canva? Down since 4 p.m. Eastern, got hacked, and they're holding student info ransom. Oh, that was the thing. That was the, okay. Saber was talking about that earlier. Instructional LMS. I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think Canvas doesn't sound familiar to me at all. We use Canva, like Gamba, exactly. We are locked out. I can't grade. I can't email. I'm potato. Ooh. Yeah, as far as I know, I'm not locked out. When did this, wait, Dark, when did this actually happen? When did this go down? Okay, let me work on, okay, so this is, for bracers, is what I'll just call it for now, and then, we'll just call this frame. Book, frame, I guess. Volpie, how are you doing? Okay. 4 p.m. Was when Shiny Hunters changed the Canvas login to tell students and faculty they're holding infrastructure hostage. Shiny Hunters. So are Shiny Hunters like a hacking group? Is that? Oh man. Yeah, I can fairly confidently say that I am not affected by this. because I was using my information at 4:30 through 6 to like check students out, and we were fine. Hacker group. I don't understand hacker groups at all. You have all that talent, and your first inclination is to do something bad with it. Like that's crazy to me. Because I'm over here like trying to make it so that there's a place for you guys to come and detox and stuff like that, and help you guys as best as I possibly can by being fun and entertaining and whatnot. And then just to have like a group like that is like, oh, we're gonna cause disruption and mayhem. Like, I don't know. I guess this is why I don't interact with society all too frequently, because I'm just like, people are rude and mean and stuff. Oh yeah, medic, hi, and also thank you for reminding me. Yes, you guys, we are giving away an art raffle. I mean, sorry, we're having an art raffle. We're giving away free art tonight. So if you would like some art drawn by me, potentially, if you win, I butchered that. Let me start over. If you would like to put your name in to potentially win an art piece done by me, ! Raffle. Azan, hi, how are you doing? Welcome on in. Society is the worst. Yeah, it's so sad too, because like you don't have to be that mean and that rude. Like there was a parent earlier today who came by to pick up her kiddo, and I was like, hi, how are you doing? Here to sign out your child? She's like, yes. And I was like, okay. And then so I had her sign out, and I was like, oh, thank you so much. Just walked away. Like, you know, does it really require a lot of energy to say you're welcome? Or like, and then I said, have a great day, and also nothing. Yes, anyone can enter if you just want to do ! Raffle. The only thing I kind of ask is that you guys have a Discord, so that I can, if you do win, I can message you on Discord. So here's what I'm thinking about, like the other design is like, have like these, let me turn this book cover off. So I'm kind of thinking something like this, but I might have, I love this song, by the way. DJ, hi, how are you doing? Means wasting my breath. Yeah, and it just makes me kind of happy. Like, I this might sound mean, and I don't intend for it to come off sounding mean, but I look at people like that and I'm like, I'm so glad that I'm me, because at least I'm trying to give life, or wow, hold on, whoa. Give light to this world. Look, words are hard, okay? It's hard. It's struggle. Yeah, it's just, it makes me glad I'm me, because I could easily be somebody like that who brings nothing but darkness into this world. and I'm over here trying to bring some light into this world. And it's also crazy to me being in this this industry for as long as I've been now. It is wild to me how many people don't mean what they say. And I don't know, like I always try to like mean what I say and say what I mean, so that like my words have value. But there was a parent that I myself didn't interact with her, but I witnessed this where she was talking to my boss one day, and she was very understanding. Oh, thank you for, you know, doing this and doing your due diligence, and I'm very grateful to you. And then my boss was like, oh, you're very welcome. Like, I always try to do the best and like try to get to the bottom of things.
Let's get a good stretch.
And then literally the next day, she's like she's like wanting to talk to the vice principal and saying that, oh, well, you know, my boss's name, oh, she was rude, she was unhelpful, like I felt like my needs weren't being considered. And I was like, dude, what is with this 180 flip? I couldn't believe it. It was like a night and day difference with this mom's attitude. And I'm like, how do you do that? Like, how do you either A, lie directly to my boss's face, or B, lie directly to the VP's, like the vice principal's face? Like, that was wild to me. Oh, Shinobi, you can't see it, but I'm grabbing all that love and I'm stuffing it into my fur. Hello, Shinobi. It was something. I'll say that. But yeah, I was definitely taken aback because I expect that kind of lying from my third graders, like straight out abject lying like that from my third graders. But when I see like grown adults who are older than me doing it, I'm like, what are we doing here? Like, do you not have any pride in like the value of your word and your person and your character? Like, do you find it that easy to flush all of those traits down the toilet just to, I don't know, like, I don't even know what the goal was there. But maybe this is why I'm the naive one, because like, is that just like how most people act in this world? Like, they just like, they don't place any value on their word, and they don't care to have any value on their word. It's just like, oh, what can I get out of the situation? I remember when I worked at Subway, I asked one of my coworkers if they could help me during a rush. Granted, this coworker was a hardcore slacker, but apparently they tried to get me fired several times for being mean. Wow. Yeah, and I guess Dark, it's like a lot of people are like that, and I don't know. I don't interact enough with society to know this. But it always shocks me when I see it so blatantly in front of me. I treat people with kindness and respect until they prove otherwise, and then, well, no, you get nothing. Good day, sir. It just depends, like everything else. Some people are nice and others are selfish and couldn't care less. I'm definitely like that. I just forget things often. Found out because of depression. It's always depression. Never trust my promises, for I will forget. Yeah, I tend to forget a lot myself, so I'm right there. I mean, you guys know me enough by now. I forget a lot, but I still try my best to mean what I say and say what I mean. Because, like, what's the alternative, right? It's like, turn 4. Oh no, CJ, no. Oh, let me turn back on the book cover thing, because I kind of like the. I'm wondering if I should do this little link thing. What do you guys think, actually? So, do you think I should include these little, like, almost like chain link around the kind of what I have here, but like more closely? I was wearing a mask after dentist visit, and some guy on the street tells me I should remove the mask so I can get the oxygenated. What a Thanos snap him is kind. Oh no. A remember all. Just get a remember all. It'll tell you what you. It'll glow when you've forgotten something. It won't tell you what you forgot, but it'll glow. Mine would glow all the time, if I'm being completely honest. Okay, so let me try it. So let me merge these down here. But yeah, it just makes me sad. It makes me sad when I realize that a lot of people are like that, but I guess that's okay because I don't interact with them a lot. I'd rather spend my time and effort here at the Star Park. What's the term I'm looking for? It's unrelated to what we were just talking about. It's what's that term for a pattern? Usually like partially swirly pattern. There's a term for it. You see a lot of those types of patterns on like Greek architecture. It's not mosaic. It's I'm pretty sure it starts with the letter M. Swirly pattern, spiral. No, it's something specific. It's like one of my favorite words too, and I've already forgotten, which is so bad. Is it meander? Wait, is it meander? I know meander's meander. It is a meander. Yeah. Wow. Yes, a meander. A meander pattern. Okay, let me try this meander pattern. Meander pattern. The reason I want to try for this meander pattern is because I do like it on my Sona's outfit. I'm going to be very focused here for just a moment, because I want this meander pattern to look good. Especially if I'm gonna have somebody modeling this pretty soon. So the thing about this grimoire is I want it to have some flair to it, but not like crazy amounts of flair. Simply because, like, I don't know, I want to try to avoid something overly gaudy. But I do want to have something that gives it a little personality. And I think this meander pattern will do that just nicely. Did it so well on my robes. Did I do that? Did I do that with you guys on stream, by the way? Make my robes on stream, or did I just showcase it to you? I don't remember. Okay. It almost looks like a chain link, and I like it. Then we're gonna flip it. That doesn't look half bad. This established inventory doesn't wait, one of those doesn't work. Greek key, or meandros, is a continuous decorative motif composed of a single line that twists and turns at right angles. Yeah! Winding meander river in modern day Turkey. The design was used extensively in ancient Greek. Yeah, that's the, dude, I like a lot of ancient Greek architecture. You know what I'm noticing? It's smaller up here and larger down here. Yeah, let me see if I can fix that. Oh my goodness, I love this song. Hang on. I'm gonna try to add 2 more links here. Okay. And then what I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna try to like mosey it down. And you know what? Let's try shrinkifying it a little bit. Because this feels more uniform than the previous one. But I feel like we just need to shrink it a little bit. Should it be the other way? Ooh, wait a minute. The flow of it might be better if we ended it on the other side. Hold on. If we do that, then this. I think it might flow better if we did that. Or the other way. I wanted to do it the other way, but I'm thinking about it and I'm like, I don't know if that flows well. See how like this flows into this and this flows right into that? I think that's what makes it better. What are your thoughts on the surprise direct that we got? Oh my goodness. I thought it was cool that it was a surprise direct, but what I saw, I can't say that I was happy about it. I don't think it landed. I don't think the designs land very well on the Star Fox stuff. And I know earlier I was talking about it and I was talking exclusively about the proportions, and I didn't even talk about the face. The faces are like, oh, and I was talking earlier about how I think I can do that. Well, I will say the graphics of the game look amazing, but I have to be completely honest, none of the character designs resonate with me. It's very uncanny. And for me, I'm a little disappointed because, like, Star Fox fans deserve so much more than this. Carrie, hello, how are you doing? They look crazy. Yeah, I wish I could say that I like the designs of the four characters. Rito now. Well, like what I was saying earlier, like one of my biggest issues, like I know that their faces have problems in my opinion, but like my biggest issue is the proportions. I don't mind Falco having bird talons. I don't mind Fox having digilegs. My problem is that the best example I can give is Fox. Fox has the torso proportions of an average human male. Fox's leggies have the average corgi leg proportions. So you have two conflicting proportions happening, and for me, I'm just like, you really should have picked a lane. Like, were you gonna go full like human proportions or full corgi proportions? And I would have given it a little bit more leeway too if Fox's arms were corgi proportions as well, because then you kind of have like this symmetry going on where it's like, yeah, it's still a little weird, but at least there's like this symmetry going on. But if you look at Fox's arms, like in comparison to the male human torso proportions, the arms and the torso are in proportion with each other. But then you got his leggies, and now it's just like, wait a minute, so you have like 2 of the 3 pieces of the body that are within proportion of each other, and then you got the leggies being out of proportion. And so I'm just sitting there scratching my head being like, were you, like, was it your intention to have Fox look top heavy where the proportions are asymmetrical? And I would imagine that was the case because they went with it. But it doesn't look good. So like if they just like marquee selected his legs and like went edit, transform, scale. Oh, that's right. And then they scaled his leggies up like 150%. Then those proportions would be more in line with like human proportions, thus fitting the rest of Fox's body. But it just looks weird. And the only thing I'm sad about is that it's like the Star Fox community has been waiting a very long time for a good and new Star Fox game. And instead they got, what is it, like their 3rd Star Fox 64 remake with character models that, and I don't mean to be mean here, but character models that look like they were done by college students trying to pass their final exam for graduation. Like they're not bad per se, but for a high profile company like Nintendo to greenlight those character designs, it has me scratching my head, is what I will say on that. Definitely a head scratcher. Poor Fox's boots got such a downgrade when from a nice steel plated pair to in the movie to pure leather. Wait, is his shoes pure leather in this new Star Fox game? That's someone who doesn't have full artist eye. True. But yeah, so for me, Doggo, they come off as very uncanny. And like, I think there's a lot of work that could have been done with their eyes as well. I think Fox's face is almost there. There's something about it that I don't like, and I think it's the eyes. Because I've seen a couple of edits on social media now where they fixed the eyes, like they made the eyes bigger, and I was like, oh dude, that's like leaps and bounds better in terms of character appeal. I think it's just mostly us furries complaining. I watched this gal, Kinky Mations, analyze the design of Star Fox models quickly. And she didn't hate the new designs, just Falco in particular because she hates birds. It was mostly what was in line with her thoughts on Star Fox. Furries in space, they just have a less strip, less cute, but the chameleon and Pigma look great, to be honest. See, I know us furries are probably the most vocal, but my critique goes beyond just like the furry aspect of it. I think there's a lot of people out there that are having like this weird feeling towards the characters, and they can't particularly put their finger on it because like when you look at like the details, the fur, the what's on their jackets, like their jacket details, like all of that is immaculate. And what a lot of people I feel are like trying to contextualize is the proportions and the mishmash of two very distinctive styles trying to be put into one character design. Now, I went over this a little bit at the beginning of stream, but at first glance, like at quick glance, like what I noticed from these character designs is they're trying to meld together like toony proportions. So the best way I can describe this is think Toon Link, right? Toon Link, giant head, normal human torso proportions, dinky arms, dinky legs. And we don't bat an eye on it because that's the style. It's very stylized. Like it's very, I mean, it's in the name, Toon Link. Like they're not going for realism, right? So that's how like asymmetrical proportions can work, because the toony style lends itself to asymmetrical proportions. However, it's a completely different story when you're trying to take the leeway that is granted towards like cartoony and stylized characters in their proportions and try to overlay that on hyper realistic characters. And that's where you get this uncanny valley that people are having a hard time contextualizing and verbalizing, because they're not entirely sure how to... They know something's wrong, they just don't know how to express it. And then me, being an artist and animator myself, I can give like the reasoning what they're feeling. And that's what they're feeling. Is you're taking this crazy like toony proportions and slapping it on characters that are hyper realistic, and it just doesn't work, because there's a spectrum on the artist scale of toony and hyper realistic. Where you go more toony, you can get like these weird proportions, you can get like these little noodly arms, and everything's fine. And then on the other side, I guess what I should say is, when you go towards the toony side of the spectrum, proportions take a back seat. You could be very loosey-goosey and very intentional with breaking proportions, because it doesn't matter that much when you go further down the toony spectrum. But if you move the slider in the other direction towards hyper realism, then that's when proportions start to take the front seat, and you really are bound to accurate proportions. Otherwise, you're gonna start getting into like uncanny valley very quickly. And I think that's what happened here. They're using the toony proportion rule set with the hyper realistic art direction, and it just doesn't work. And like I was saying earlier on in the stream, it's as if, like, if you tried to make your left eye look left and your right eye look right at the same time, it's not gonna work. It just, there's this coexistence with your eyeballs where the eyeballs have to move in a similar direction, because it's just not how it functions. The same goes with the spectrum. You can't move the slider, the proportion slider, to the toony and then also move the slider to, like, you see how that's kind of ridiculous. They're on opposite ends of the spectrum. Doesn't some can though? Yeah, some can, and similar in art. Like sometimes you can pull off like disproportionate toony proportions with hyperrealism, but it's very few and far between. Very few and far between. I can think of maybe one character off the top of my head that feels kind of hyper realistic, but like the proportions lend itself to the goofiness of it. But again, usually when you take that approach, the character is going to come off goofy, because like there's something wrong with it, you know there's something wrong with it, but that's what they're going for, and it's goofy and it's silly, and you're like, okay, I get it, I'm here for it, it's supposed to be weird, right? When you look at Team Star Fox, you're not supposed to look at their members and be like, this is weird. That's your art is doing a bad job at that point. Yeah, Gato, that's exactly what I told Panda too. When after the shadow drop of the direct, I'm like, the Fox gave me Fantastic Mr. Fox vibes, and I don't know if that's what they were going for, but if that was where they were going for, I kind of wish they went full into it, because like when you look at Fantastic Mr. Fox, like if you watch that movie, you wouldn't describe it as hyper realistic. So like if that's what their inspiration was, I wish that they went full on into it and like leave the hyper realism at the door and go completely Fantastic Mr. Fox. I think it would have lent itself better. But instead, again, they tried Fantastic Mr. Fox with hyperrealism, and then you just get this weird amalgamation. I love how hunched over everyone seems. It's so funny. Yeah, and that's, I mean, that's another critique of mine. That one side shot view of Falco, he looks like a 75-year-old man trying to like not hurt his back anymore. I'm gonna call it brace detail. Okay. Look, they wanted realism, but they still give it a mushy, cartoony vibe. Exactly. And I wish they had either chosen one or the other, Doggo. Where do we post memes on the server? That's a good question. Probably just in random pics. Do we not have like a meme section or anything like that? Oh, maybe in the early days we did. Yeah, I don't see it anymore. Okay. Yeah, random pics would be fine. I think that would work. It's like they wanted realism. Oh yeah. There was a hologram image of James, even in that he's hunched over like the Smiling Faces character. Yeah, and see, that's again, they're trying to go for like, well, I feel like the hunched over look is them trying to create this like animal skeletal structure, but try to make it more human. The skeletal structure Panda reminds me, and why everybody's so hunched over it. Like if you could just envision, it almost feels like the characters are somewhere in the midpoint between an average raccoon and Rocket Raccoon. And so you got this like hunched over look where it's like they almost want to be quadrupeds, but they're forced to be bipeds. Oh, this song? Yeah, dude, this song is peak. And I still need the Gon Gaga song. God, this song is so good. This is Tifa's theme, right? Where's my undo button? There we go. Dude, I think I can work with that. The main theme? Oh, see, the reason... Okay, Panda, the reason why I always think it's Tifa's theme is because I'm always reminded of... This song plays right after you've had that little moment with Tifa, and then you fall asleep, and then the next morning you wake up and there's Midgar. So, like, for me, it's always that correlation, and I always think that it's always related to Tifa. Okay. So far, so good. I feel like this is coming out pretty well. Yeah, I will never forget waking up, coming out of that room, and just seeing Midgar's steel plate. I'm like, what is this game, dude? This is crazy. L, hi, how are you doing? With either Tifa or Aerith? I guess either one. It's really bad. I've listened to the soundtrack so much. Yeah, this is coming out. This is coming out pretty good. And then what I want to do here is I want to get this symbol here. What kind of book is this? Oh, L, this is my book. This is my Grimoire. This is where Sen keeps all of his notes and things. Cause like, so the reason why we're doing this sketch is because I have a potential 3D modeler that I'm gonna be working with for Project LOAF stuff. I'm like super excited. One of the reasons I'm super excited is because he works in 3D modeling specifically for games. And I'm like, bro, dude, that's the core of Project LOAF, man. Like, I'm trying to gamify everything on this channel. I'm like, this guy's already got the right words in his bio. So I've been talking to him and I'm like, hey, are you interested in like modeling a book for me? Phoenix, hi! Phoenix, hello, thank you so much for the host. I remember both the moment Cloud steps off the train to the slums. Oh, does this play during that scene too? Let's go. So yeah, I was talking to this potential 3D modeler, and he was like, "Oh, do you have any concept art of your book so that I can get you a quote?" And I was like, I do not, or I didn't say I don't, but I said, well, I know what I'm doing for stream tonight. Which I actually invited him to the Star Park tonight if he wanted to hang out with us. He might be lurking right now. I don't know. If you are lurking, hi. I don't want to pull him out of lurking in case he's there, and I also don't want to. Hey, oh, hi. How are you doing? But yeah, I'm super excited. Yeah. Because the cool thing is, so one of the reasons I really wanted to invite him to hang out with us at the Star Park tonight, is he also streams. I should start with that. He also streams, and he was recently kind of inquiring, like, oh, what are some things I can do to promote a growing community, and so, like, of course, with me, you know, anybody asking for help, like, I'm always eager to try to reach out and help as much as I can with the time that I have allotted. But I told him, I was so nerdy with this. I was like, I cordially invite you to the Star Park. I was like, yeah, if you want, you can come on over, maybe get inspiration from any of our amusement activities or attractions, because like that's one of the things, like, it's primarily, like, all this stuff that I do on the channel is primarily because I want to give you guys, like, fun, exciting things, and, like, I don't know how to say this without sounding mushy, so I'm just gonna say it. Like, I love you guys to death, so much so that I get inspired to make these things for you guys here on the channel, whether it takes me like a week or a year, doesn't matter to me. And so, like, that's the first half of my inspiration for doing this stuff. That's like 75% of the inspiration. The other 25% is me hoping that other streamers come to the Star Park and get inspired to do something crazy on their stream. So that's the other 25% of where, like, my motivation comes from. We don't deserve the follow. No, Dark, sometimes I feel like I don't deserve you guys. And this is why I put so much of my heart and soul into all of this stuff, so that like, I could properly try to visualize, like, how much I am grateful to you guys. It's been crazy few months, but getting normalized again. Yeah, KO. Good. I'm glad. Boy, do I know about crazy months. Like, that was me in the last quarter of 2025. It's super crazy for me. But yeah, so, like, I don't know if I should have responded to him, because it was a post on Twitter, right? And, like, he was asking people who have big communities, like, what they do to, like, support and foster a healthy community that grows and is prosperous. And I was looking at the replies, and there was, like, a lot of Twitch partners, like, messaging and responding, and I was like, should I respond? Like, all these guys are Twitch partners, and I'm over here like just like a random blue foxo on the internet, right? And I was like, you know what, flip it, I'm gonna do it. So I started asking him a bunch of questions, like, hey, you know, do you have, like, a community? Like, have you named your community? Like, what are some, like, stream bots that you use? Because, like, it's sad, because, like, a lot of times people will get they don't know that there's bots more advanced than Nightbot, or what's the other one? Streamlabs bot. Like, these are basic bots that do basic things. And a lot of times, streamers don't know that there's stuff like StreamerBot, Sammy, and Mix It Up that just, I mean, you could basically do whatever you want on your stream at that point. So I was asking about the, like, what bot he uses and whatnot. And, you know, I was like, maybe I shouldn't be asking these questions because, like, who am I really? And I don't want to come off as like a weirdo, right? Like this guy has never met me before or whatnot, but I did it anyway. So I was like, you know what, flip it, I'm gonna do it. And my justification was like, even if these guys are all replying that are all partner streamers, like for me, I have such a weird mentality about Twitch partner. I know I've talked about this before, but I feel like I'm Saitama from One Punch Man, if anybody knows that anime. So in one of the episodes, Saitama is bored, right? He's like, dude, I need to find some challenge. I'm too strong. I don't know, like, if there's any like villains or heroes that, you know, can square up with me. And so he sees a flyer for like this entry exam into the Hero League or whatever they call it. I forget what they call it. And Saitama, One Punch Man, is like, oh, dude, heroes? That sounds like fun. Maybe I could find somebody just as strong as me there. So he goes, and he's like, you know what? I'll take this entrance exam. Why not? Sounds fun. So he goes. He takes this entrance exam, and he, like, there's two aspects of this exam. There's a written portion and there's a physical portion where they test your abilities. So he goes and does the physical portion, and like he gets perfect marks all across the board. Like people, like the judges are like, who is this guy, right? Like, he's got incredible strength. Like, what is he even doing here? Like, why have we never heard of this guy before? And then he goes to the written test and he bombs that. And so they give him a ranking of a C rank hero. And like us as the audience, we're like, bro, this guy is 100% not a C rank. Like he even far surpasses the S rank heroes. Like, let's be honest. And we all know it. It's like the inside joke, right? And so that's kind of how I see our channel and Twitch partner. It's like we're already Twitch partner, but like Twitch just hasn't caught up yet. And it's okay. Like, Twitch can take its time. Like, we know it's Twitch. It's fine. Twitch will get there eventually. Like, they'll figure it out eventually. So that's how I view Twitch partners. Like, I'm already there. I just like, I need Twitch to catch up. And that's okay. They can take as long as they want, because like I am way too busy to worry about that purple check mark. Because like the other portion of it too is that my purple check mark is you guys. Like, straight up. I didn't start streaming for a purple check mark. I have like, it would be cool. Like, who wouldn't want like a little shiny medal, right? It's like finding $100 bill on the floor. It's like, oh, neato. But it's like, I feel a lot of times streamers are, you know, they're like, I need to find this $100 bill on the floor so that I can be like, yes, this is now mine. Me, I'm like, if I find $100 bill on the floor, great. I love that. That's exciting. But if I don't find the $100 bill on the floor, it's no sweat off my back. Like, I already got my treasure. It's all of you guys in chat. And like, for me, I'm like, I'm not gonna sit around waiting for Twitch to give me a purple check mark. I'm too busy trying to give you guys a purple check mark with my Project LOAF. Like, it's gonna be. I know I talk about it, and I apologize. I just get hyper passionate about this, but like, this is Project LOAF is a labor of love as a way to thank you guys for all that you guys mean to me. So like, Twitch, you give me a purple check mark, it's just gonna be like my high school graduation. I'm gonna thank you, I'm gonna take my diploma, I'm gonna get off the stage, and then my diploma is somewhere in this room. I don't remember where it is. Because like, you guys are the true joy of this channel for me. So like, Project LOAF is my purple check mark to you. Why wouldn't best blue box on the internet? Best community, you guys, on the internet. But yeah, and so I always get hesitance to like give raw advice about getting Twitch partner to streamers, because I don't know, for me, like, the idea of chasing a little purple check mark is kind of a foreign concept to me. Because it's like who's that Smaug from The Hobbit? It's like Smaug has all these riches around him, and it's like, why does he need another gemstone exactly? Like, I've got all of you guys here, you guys are surrounding me, and I'm a part of this I am lucky enough to be a part of this community that we have forged together. Like, why am I gonna hyperfixate on another gemstone when you guys are all my gemstones? I know that sounds mushy. Sorry, I don't mean to make it sound mushy, but I don't know how else to like describe it with you guys. So like, I'm definitely not the best person to give advice to when it comes to like trying to get Twitch partner. But I'm still gonna, like, every now and then I'll like stick my nose into that person's business. Well, hang on. I should say, I will never stick my nose into somebody's business unless I see it publicly on a social media site. Then it's like, oh, that's fair game, and I'm gonna mention it. But it always breaks my heart when I see people on social media like getting down on their luck, and becoming disheartened because they've been streaming for X amount of years and they're still not Twitch partner yet. I'm like, I don't know how to relate to you, because I've got, I don't know, I can't even see my numbers right now. I'm just gonna say like 20, I have 20 purple check marks in chat right now, and like, why would I need another one? And it's like, it's weird to me that the focus becomes the purple check mark and not that streamer's community, I guess. And so a part, like, my reaction to those kinds of questions is one half like, I want to help you, but the other half is like genuine confused, what's the word I want to use? I want to use the word frustration, but that sounds mean, right? Like, it sounds more abrasive than I mean it to be. But there's like a genuine like curiosity with a bit of like confused irritation on like, why are you not satisfied with the community that you have. Like if you keep, I don't know. And I get it. There's like different reasons for streaming, but like, I don't know. As I guess this is also because like I'm one half Twitch viewer too, because like I'll be completely honest with you guys. Any free time I have is usually me spent lurking in people's channels because I just love streaming that much. But like, I get a little bit annoyed because like I too am a Twitch viewer, and when I see a streamer get disheartened that they're not getting partner, I'm like, why are you focused on this thing? Like, am I not enough? Like, I'm enjoying your stream and you're making my day better. Like, does that mean I'm not enough? Is like, and I guess for me it's like a completely different perspective than I guess most streamers. But and it's not something bad like either. Like, I'm not trying to say it's something bad, but I generally get confused why there's such this disheartened effect. But yeah. All right, let me get some water. Joler, hi, how are you doing? Or Yoler? It's so bad that the only thing I know about One Punch Man is the one frame man memes. Yeah, I used to want a shiny medal, then I found out you can buy them instead of doing the thing. That's a whole, yeah, that's a whole nother crazy. Super exciting things. Ooh, okay. Sorry, still drinking and also really quickly reading something. Ooh. That is exciting, KO. Cheers to you on that one. On the Fox, wish more people thought that way. I do too. Dark, I do too. I have had so many friends in my past. A lot of them I'm still friends with. I just want to make that clear. But I've had so many friends in the past like make themselves physically sick trying to get to partner. And I'm like, why are you doing this to yourself? Like, you have a community that loves and adores you, that show up every stream. We're not just talking like 1 or 2, we're talking like 50 or 60 people. Like, why do you need more? And again, if you're doing this for a job, as a job, okay, I get it, you know, I get it. But like for most of us, the hobby, we have other jobs. Like, why is this? Why are we getting our priorities reorganized in a bad way? Because in those moments where I saw my friends getting physically ill, like their stream content was suffering immensely and people were dropping off because it just wasn't their best. And I'm just like, guys, what are we doing here? What are we doing, man? But yeah, it's different for someone who's streaming as a hobby as opposed to somebody who's attempting to make a career out of it. Yeah, and I will give that credence. I will give that credence, Volp. Like, if you're trying to do it as a career, like, I get it. But I know most of the friends that I was just talking about, they had like full-time jobs. And I'm like, just keep doing what you're doing, you guys. Like, see, in my brain space, like, if you manage to get 50 viewers just by being who you are, like, who's to say that if you keep doing that, that over time you can't get that 75? Like, okay, maybe you have to change up, like, how you're presenting yourself. Maybe you have to, like, add a couple more redeems. Maybe you, like, post to a couple more social media sites. But, like, if you got 50 people watching you and they're there consistently, I just don't see how, like, if you strive to be better every day and you have a passion for streaming, like, I don't see how that doesn't equate to you eventually, like, making better content. I love this song, by the way. Oh my god, I love this song. Anyways, sorry, super distracted. And like, for me, for example, like, I have such a passion for doing this that I don't see myself stopping the upgrades. It's like I'm constantly thinking about ways I can improve the channel, like what is more fun than the previous thing. And like, if you have that mindset of like, what can I do to make this channel better? And what can I do that would make this channel more entertaining for the people that I love entertaining for? Like, I just don't see how that doesn't eventually equate to you getting partner. Like, at that point, it's basically just a side effect. Like, it'll be an unintended consequence of your passion. Now, I can't speak for the timetable of when that would happen, but I just see it as like a guaranteed thing. And this is why, like, I'm so confident that I'm Twitch partner material, and why I'm just waiting for Twitch to, because like, I just have a genuine passion, a fiery, burning passion for entertaining you guys. And you guys, you bring your amazing selves here, and it like, you guys are like gasoline to the fire. Like, you just pour the gasoline on the inferno of passion that I have. Yo, thank you for the 88 minis. Confused fox noises. You mean pity? Wait, pity? Oh, wait. Oh, shoot. I'm missing chat. Oh, flip. You guys probably posted that like an eon ago. Okay. To be fair, it's different for someone who's streaming. Oh yeah, I just read that. You mean pity, Sen? Probably pity. If we're talking about like that frustration thing that I was talking about earlier. Confused cessation. Confused fox noises. Yes, that is correct. Because it's set in stone. Because it's the set in stone Twitch path that equates to success. Being Twitch partner means you made it. And I can see that too. I just wish people didn't have that immediate mindset. Because like, for me, like, even having one person here, like, if I was just streaming to one person and that one person told me later, like, oh my god, you made my day better, or I laughed at your silly joke, or like what you said was very informative and like it made me think about things in a new way, like, for me, that's the quote-unquote you made it for me. Like, that's my pathway to success. And then anybody else who is coming into the Star Park, like, those are just cherries on top. And suddenly, like, I'm fulfilling one of my like Maslow's hierarchy of needs, of like, I have this strong desire to want to help people. And so this is the only reason why I want to grow bigger and bigger, is because like, the more people that find the Star Park gives me a bigger opportunity to help more and more people. Like, you know, if they're stressed out or something, maybe they can take their mind off of it for a couple of hours with my streams, and then that'll help them like rest and recuperate for whatever adventures they have on the next day. So that's my whole thing about getting bigger on this channel. It's not a numbers thing. It's like, I can theoretically be helping people detox after a long day of work or something on like a grand scale. And that excites me. But that's the only tether I have to any sort of numbers that I want to see growing and growing and growing. Outside that, I'm way too busy, like, coming up, like, the crazy things down here, like LOAF Quest for you guys. You have such a healthy mind, so, oh, okay, thank you! I mean, you could apply that to any aspect of life, too. It's like when you're a kid, they tell you that the only way you can be successful is to go to college, graduate, getting a high-paying job. If you don't do the things, you're a failure. Content creation follows similar pattern. Oh, that's true. That's true, Panda. I didn't think about that. But it's kind of sad, though, if you think about that, though, Panda, because, like, that's not always the case. Like, there are plenty of people who get successful just with a high school diploma, but they never tell them that. It's always like, oh, you can only be successful if you go to college, which isn't true. It makes me sad because, like, a lot of people fall into that, and they're like, dude, I gotta pay, like, tens of millions of dollars to go to, like, this pristine college, otherwise I'm never gonna be successful. And the little dirty secret is that that's not necessarily the case. Your health is important. Yes, that goes for you guys too. Your health is definitely important. Okay, ad break is finishing. Oh, I caught up. Are you the Senior Crouch? Holy heck, it's such a pleasure. Grimoire, hi! Made me so famous and powerful. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's funny. It's sad as someone who struggled with those feelings all of high school. Yeah, and then of course I hate talking about my high school experience. Like, it was so aggravating, because they stressed me completely out. Okay, anyways, sorry, I went on that huge tangent. We haven't worked on our grimoire, like, in God knows how long. But anyways, let's continue. So let's work on the spine of this book next. And then we can maybe think about adding some details, because, like, it would be kind of cool to have maybe like a circular thing going on here, but I'm thinking maybe that's gonna be a little too busy. But yeah, I don't know. We'll look at it. We'll see. And then we also need to do a little bit more detailing on these bracers here. But yeah, anyways, let's go to the spine here. So book frame, book spine. That's the frame. Go to the spine next, and then we're gonna do this. Okay, so we're gonna go in here like this. And then, oh dude, wait, hold on. Should have this. Oh, that's not gonna help me at all. Oh wait, no, yes it might. Hang on. Let's move the original sketch over. Oh, also, you guys, it's been a hot minute since I've mentioned this, and I think Haywire's been mentioning it every like 20 minutes, but I just wanted to make it an announcement again. We're giving away some free art tonight, so if you want to get in for the art raffle that is happening in chat presently, !raffle in the chat. We will draw a name hopefully at the end of the stream tonight, if I don't forget, that is. I have this horrible thing of forgetting to do the thing. Okay, so yeah, !raffle. When we choose the person, you do not need to be in chats. As I jokingly / lovingly say, if you are not in chat when we draw the name and your name is chosen, do not worry, do not fret. I will hunt you down on Discord. I say that I say that lovingly, but also I tend to forget. So there's also that. There's a lot of times I forget to tell people like, oh, hey, you won. And then they come into the following Art and Chill stream and they're like, wait, what? I had no idea. I was like, oh god, I did the me thing again. If you're not here, chat as the winner. You're probably, oh my goodness. You know what's funny? I actually, I think it still works. I have this pretend ban command, which I think is only my mods can use it. But it's like !ban, and it like pretends to ban somebody. It actually doesn't do anything, but I thought it was funny. Oh, Kairos, hi, how are you doing? Well, I should say, I found it funny. I found it funny, like the early days of the stream. But I don't know if that would be taken incorrectly now. I still harken back to that moment. Do you guys remember how I used to greet new followers? And then you guys made me realize that the way I was saying it made you really uncomfortable when you first joined yourselves. It's like, oh god. Why didn't anybody tell me this? Because me over here, I thought it was just a funny joke. And you guys were like, yeah, no, Sen. It was, like, at first, I thought you were trying to be, like, some edgelord. And I was like, oh, God. Must stay awake, failing. No, Gato. Gato, if you need to go off to sleep, please, get some rest. Like, don't try to stay up on my accord. Plus, we always have the VOD channel too. If you miss a stream. Doing okay. It was just really busy week. My social energy is dead. Oh man. Well, good thing that the week is almost over. To do something along those lines. Good. Hey, that looks pretty good. Oh, that looks really good. Oh my god, I really like that. That's awesome. People don't like being confronted by the truth. We are equivalent of peasants in modern day. Dude, yeah, see, that's what I used to, well, I used to use the word peasant, and yeah, I guess I was like, I'm glad you guys made me aware that it made me sound like an edgelord when you guys first joined. I was like, oh no, dude, that's not this is the complete opposite vibe I was going for. What is sleep, right? Oh my goodness. But yeah, dude, I remember I was like, dude, we're changing that right here, right now. I was like, emergency meeting. I remember it was so clunky at first, but then I'm really happy with how we landed on. Congratulations, you're our newest Brushtail adventurer. Welcome aboard. I think that's so cute. Like, yes, this is more in line with the energy that I want to give out. But yeah, I will never forget that. Like, even to this day am like super. This is why you guys are the best. You guys often tell me that I'm the best, but no, you guys are the best because like you guys told me straight out like how you guys actually felt about like how I greeted new followers. And like I know that's not easy to do, simply because it's like, oh, should we tell him? Should we not tell him? Like, absolutely, I want you to tell me, because like, you know how I always preach about, you know, getting better every day and always striving for your best self. that's not a platitude for me. Like, I live that day to day, and when I'm doing something stupid or saying something stupid, I want to know about it. Miss what Sugar called me a peasant and poor. And I never use the word poor. Wait, Sen, now that makes me curious. In what context have you heard the word peasant be used in a non-negative? Oh, no. Like, I knew it was, like, generally a negative thing, right? But, like, I thought it was, like, so old term that, like, most people would just, like, laugh it off as, like, some, like, old term, like, doohickey thing. So, like, it never occurred to me that, because, like, for me, like, the backstory, right, is that, like, one of my friends one time called me a peasant, and I was on the floor laughing my head off. I thought it was the funniest thing ever. So, like, stupid me, I was like, oh, dude, that made me laugh so hard, I bet it would make other people laugh really hard, too. And then the one stream you guys told me, like, no, Sen, that was, you know, we never told you this before, but it's always been kind of weird, and like, I'm like, oh dear God. I was like, okay, let me get on my notebook. All right, I'm taking notes. What else am I doing that's weird? To be a little punk. That's the most streamery Sen has been, not gonna lie. Oh man. Yeah, cause like for me, I was in when it was told to me, like I was such in stitches laughing. Like it never even dawned on me that it could be seen as like edgelordy or like something negative or something like that. And I was like, oh man, of course, typical me. But see, this is why I have you guys. You guys help me improve the channel too. Anyways, hang on. I'm gonna open up my window. It's like 81 degrees in here, and I'm dying. I hate when it gets this warm. It's, dude, I should not be sitting here sweating at 9:50 in the evening. All right. Let's do this. Okay. So, let me close this. Oh, man. See, I like this up here, but I don't like this down here. Okay, hang on. I have a way to cheese this a little bit. I'm gonna take this, and I'm gonna copy it, flip it vertically, and then move it all the way down. Whee! It's slowly moving. This is the nudge tool. I love the nudge tool, but it takes so slow to get it from one space to the other. But it's tried and true. What other silly things have I done over the course of streaming this long? Honestly, I think that's like the biggest one. I don't remember doing something that idiotic before. I mean, outside of that, I should say. Let me get rid of this. Oops. Let me merge this down. Oh, you know what I should do? Similar to what I did here, I should have these like spine braces. I think that would add a little bit of detail to it. But here's the thing. I think what I want to try to do, let me think about how I want to do this. So I'm thinking, okay, I'm gonna go with it. I'm just gonna attack it and see what happens. Alright, so let's do, I think what I want to do is I want to do a thin fine brace here. Oh, this is Cynthia's theme. Maybe this is too much. Maybe we bring it in like that. And then let me see the spine here. I think what I want to try to do is maybe have two small spines like right in the middle here. Two thin braces like right here. Something along those lines, and then maybe have, so what I'm thinking here, right, is I'm thinking like a thick, kind of what I got going on here. Right. And then a thin right below it. Ooh. Oh, that was almost okay. I could work with that. Like a thin one, right? And then if we just kind of duplicate like the two, it's funny, every time I think back on to the no longer a peasant slogan, I think I had known you for so long that I just wasn't phased by it. It's like with a certain sense speak, most people are like, huh, what did you say? I mean, yeah, I get you, because I just auto decipher what you mean. Yeah, and I feel like that's what happened with a lot of the brigade when I used to do the peasant slogan. It was just like, oh yeah, we kind of get what he means, but like, I definitely didn't want to. Oh wait, oops, didn't mean to flip that horizontally. I meant to flip it vertically. But it's like, what I wasn't thinking about was like the kind of the what Bungie doesn't do is the new player experience. It's like when we get new potential Brushtail Brigadiers coming into the Star Park, it's like that's their first interaction with me. It's like, whoa, what is he saying? Okay, what this, I don't know if this gives me the vibes I was going for. Like, I don't mind. Ooh, everybody in the chat, get ready, say fuzzy pickles. Ah, there we go. Good enough. I have too many flaws. But see, that's the joy of life, though, is to try to tackle those flaws one at a time. Auto breach mod, Stalker 100% chance rate, success chance version. I see exactly. I don't know. I kind of vibe with what's going on here and here, but this middle one, I don't know. Like maybe maybe we take these two and push them up here, and maybe we do like another two and push it down here, maybe? Because I kind of do vibe with what's going on right here, but it's just this middle one I'm not particularly fond of. Or come a flaw I didn't know about. It was good to grow. Exactly. And see, this is why I often say this. Like, if you're a Twitch viewer on the regular, like, there is no better channel to make an oopsie than right here in the Star Park. Because when people make oopsies here on the channel, and like they're genuine about it. Like, I'm not talking about a troll who does it on purpose, but if there's like some Twitch etiquette that isn't being followed, that is causing an unintentional oopsie that you didn't know about, like, it's perfect to do it here because I'm not going to judge you, I'm not going to be mad at you, I'm not going to like berate you. But I am going to explain, like, oh, you know, this is kind of, you know, Twitch etiquette, and, you know, some streamers might not view this or that as like necessarily the best verbiage you can be using. And so I always like to try to like explain it to the person, because it's so much better to explain it and then have them understand why that is. And then that way they don't make the oopsie again, rather than just like shouting them out of the chat and being like, you're gonna get timed out or you're gonna be banned. And they're like, wait, what did I do? Right? It's like, then it causes confusion. And then suddenly that person is like, oh, this person just must be mean. And like, probably not for me, but it still stung. Like, I don't even necessarily know what I did. And so, I just came in and thought the stream glitched mid raid. Oh no, what happened? Like what fork to use? Yeah, and like, I don't know. Like, I feel like so many streamers out there just assume that people should know these things. And it's like, yeah, some of the basic ones, like be kind, is kind of like, yeah, I get it. But like other ones, how are you supposed to know? Like, honestly, how are you supposed to know? There's not like some forum or something you can go to and it's like, oh, this is Twitch etiquette. It's like solitaire. If you don't know how to play solitaire, there's no like... It's like the pack of cards doesn't come with an instruction booklet to teach you how to play solitaire. You kind of just need to let your friends tell you, and you're like, oh, okay, now I get it. It was playing the Mario song you used for a raid. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's in the playlist. Comes around very rarely though. As an autistic, one of the things I dislike so much is when I see streamers mods just delete something but not explain what it was that was wrong with it. When it's not obvious, something shouldn't have been said. Yeah, and Okairos, I feel that. Like, this is why I much rather instruct rather than like blow a gasket and be like, no, we're gonna time out, whatever. Because that doesn't help anybody. It certainly wouldn't help me. I would want to, I'd want it explained to me. Oops, what key did I just press? Oh no. Okay, there we go. That's the key I wanted. But yeah, there was this one time, like I got yelled out of a streamer's channel before, and I was like, oh, my bad. And you know, I try to apologize, because I mean, that's just who I am, but like, they were very rude about it. Like, yes, I get it. Like, I understand now that what I said, well, I jotted it down in my brain as like, this is considered backseating, but it still kind of confuses me, but I still have the note. So I guess I was backseating without realizing I was backseating. Because my intention was just to be informative, right? Where it was like, oh yeah, here's like a fun fact that you would otherwise never have known about this particular segment. And it, like, I just thought it was kind of like a fun fact kind of deal. And it wasn't like they were going to go back to that section anyways, and there was no real reason to do that. So I was like, oh, you know, I'll drop this little fun fact about it. And like, boy, the amount of rage that came out of the streamer being like, wow, that's backseating, and like, I don't want any of that. And I was like, oh, okay, my bad. I don't know. Well, I don't know, but like, I just jotted it down as like, okay, this could be considered backseating. I forget what it was specifically, but I did apologize. Like, I definitely like sat there and apologized, and I was like, oh, I am really sorry. Like, I won't do that again. But like, even after I apologized, like, she spent like another minute like slightly berating me, and like, her chat was not helping either, and I was like, okay, like, I guess. See, for me, like, if somebody apologizes, which I did, I was very, very sincere in my apology in chat. Like, you would think that it would be like, oh, it's all good, just don't let it happen again. But I was like, okay, well, I apologize, yet you're still coming after me. Like, I get it, right? You don't need to like continuously like harp on it for it's the most inconsistent rules of all from streamer to streamer. Yeah. And so I was like, okay, well, I'm definitely not coming back to this stream ever. Like, if this is how they're treating people and the chat is dogpiling, I feel very small at the moment. Backseating is very tricky, very streamer dependent. Some don't mind random facts, tidbits, while others, if you say literally anything, they will pop off on you. Yeah, and this person definitely popped off on me. I was like, okay, I'm leaving. I don't expect myself to return to this channel. And I haven't. I don't even remember what her channel name was. Yeah, some people are awful picky about everything. Also, because some people might not want public shame. But I watch people respond with genuine confusion about why their thing was deleted. It's like, what rule or umbrella of do's and don'ts should it be said to a person or others that don't do it again actually learn? Worse when it's something not even on the streamer's rule list. Yeah. But there are like no backseating info unless I ask. I still remember her being stuck on OG RE3, and I asked if I could give a hint with the agreement that if it was giving her with the agreement that if I was giving her false info, I'd be timed out. She gave me a gift sub. Oh wow. Sorry if you guys heard that. I should have probably muted. That was me crushing a water bottle. I had something similar where I mentioned that I enjoyed a scene that was about to happen, and the streamer said I was backseating, and then later in an actual puzzle, a friend of theirs called out the answer in chat, and the streamer thanked them for the help. Oh no, dude, I've seen that. I've seen that happen as well, and I'm just like, okay. But yeah, that's why I take a much more chill and vibey approach, because it's like, look, man, yes, like if you're having a problem, and this is the other thing that bewilders me, like, we're content creators, our whole shtick is to solve complex problems with creative solutions. And so, like, if you're having a time with a bunch of people coming into your streams and doing the same oopsie over and over, like, then why don't you come up with a way to, like, showcase or display, like, some tidbit on, like, why this oopsie is bad? Because that's what I would do. Like, if I had, like, on the regular, like, 3 or 4 people a stream coming in and doing the same exact oopsie, my brain would be like, okay, what can I do to solve this problem so that, like, either Haywire deals with it, with, like, a message, like a, I don't know, something. Or, like, maybe an on-screen something, but something gentle, like something that's not gonna hopefully make the person feel like they're insignificant or whatever. But, like, straight up just getting mad because it keeps happening, it kind of sounds like that's a you problem at that point. I mean, I'm not trying to be mean, but, like, if it keeps happening, then come up with a solution where it solves itself. And that way it doesn't derail the stream and you're not expressing some, I don't know, frustration. Okay, that kind of feels better. I'm kind of vibing with that. Yeah, splitting them up into, like, two separate things. I think that helps. All right. So how do I feel about this book in general? I feel like there should be some sort of, I don't know, I feel like there's some design element that's still kind of missing from the book. I don't know if it's like, maybe I'm feeling like there should be some sort of symbols in here. There should be, like, another design element somewhere in this quadrant or this one. On the other hand, when I see a huge wall of rules when I click on someone's chat box for the first time, I often feel like that's unfriendly. Like, it immediately makes me feel like I'm walking on eggshells before I even said anything. Yeah, and I feel like, I don't know, if you have to have a wall of text for your rules, like for your chat rules, that is, I feel like there's something wrong there. Like, I don't know, and maybe this is just a thing that larger streamers have to deal with, that they have to be hyper specific with things. But I don't know, man. I feel like the rules should be very clear. Like, they should be clear enough where it's like, oh yeah, like, don't be rude. Like, do you have to like put in the specifics at that point? Like, I feel like most people know what rudeness is. Be nice or something similar. Yeah, that's how I feel too, El. I don't think my rules. I haven't actually seen my. I haven't seen my rules in a long time. I don't think they're that big. At least I don't remember writing a lot of things for my rules. I think my rules are like be nice, be respectful. I don't know, maybe I did. Be friendly, no drama, stay forward, chat, have fun. Oh, there we go. Yeah, see, like I don't know what else. Like, I don't know what else needs to be said exactly. Like, I'm pretty sure if you're not friendly, then you kind of already know what you're doing, and if you're like fishing for drama, like, I feel like you understand what no drama is. I don't know. Yeah, maybe I'm just like a weird one here. Oh, you guys, I don't know what else to put here. Like, I feel like that there should be something in these like little doohickeys. But then part of me just wants to leave it blank. Like, I don't know what to put in there. But I feel like it's a pretty solid design though, nonetheless. Like, even if we were to leave it blank. Oh, wait a minute. I just realized I wanted to do something with I'm not friendly. I completely added that sarcasm. That's uncontrollable, rewrite, not really. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I was thinking, I mean, I probably shouldn't be because like Project LOAF, but I was thinking of like how in the future I can improve like certain aspects of channel rewards and other things. And I'm like, yeah, I probably shouldn't be thinking about this at the moment, considering that I'm neck deep in what I'm already trying to do. Contemplation. Yeah, I don't know. Also, I think what I'm gonna do here too. Let's see. Oh, wait, hold on. Let's actually put all these together. We're down. Detail. That way, all that detail is there. So where's the four bracers? Okay, right here. So I think what I want to do too. The block. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. Okay. So I think what I want to do here is I want to put this down really quickly. So I think I wanted to move this up a little bit and over. Oh wait, hold on. Okay. Still doesn't look right. Now I'm just nitpicking. It doesn't look right either. Okay, we're zooming in. Zoom and enhance. Not look right. Neither of those look right. Okay, that looks right. Thank goodness. So I think I want to have the brace come out a little bit. We zooming in. That way. And then we're gonna do this. Ooh, that is definitely not what I meant to do. This. This. Maybe move that over a little bit more. Yeah. Okay. Something along those lines, and let's touch this up a little bit. Okay. I see, it's the Ah song! Oh my goodness, I didn't notice it until you guys mentioned it. You're right. Oops, sorry, Panda. My bad. Alright, let's see here. Dude, I just now am realizing. Moly, what is? I just realizing that the day is catching up with me. So I mentioned this briefly in housekeeping segment, where I've been that, like, the inner voice in my brain, the one that controls anxiety, has been plaguing me the past week. And oh my god, it did a number on me today, let me tell you. But the reason I'm mentioning it and bringing it up is because I'm like, dude, I'm starting to feel all that catching up to me. Obsidian, hi, how are you doing? Welcome on in. Okay, so let's see here. Need cover. Whoa. Oh, I already have. Yeah, I could start it feeling it catch up to me. I'm like, ooh. Not in terms of like fatigue or anything, but more so like headache. This side too. And yes, I have been drinking a lot of water, so that's at least been helping. But yeah, I would say it wasn't until, what did I just do? Oh no.
Let's get a good stretch.
Stretchy? Okay. Dark, I will get a good stretchy. Let me delete this first, and then we can take a step back and then see how the design of this is coming out. Ooh. Yes, just that little detail. Okay, let's appreciate this. While I get some light stretches. But yeah, so like I am definitely starting to form a doozy of a head. Oh my goodness. Should I leave it? All right, I'll leave my. It looks kind of smug. But yeah, so like I don't know how people like normally deal with anxiety, but I know for me when it's pretty severe, I tend to get these like headaches from it, like after I've come down from being stressed over a number of minutes / hours. And well, I can't say that I was stressed during the stream. Like I would say during housekeeping I was still elevated, but now I'm like totally vibing. Oh my god, so good. I don't get headaches personally. My bad anxiety feels like I gotta toss cookies right now. Oh, okay, so yours is more of the toss cookies. Yeah, like I think I have like one of these stress headaches at the moment. I have to imagine this is what it feels like after coming down from a caffeine high. Oh yeah, I get panic attacks all very frequently. It's crazy. But like when it gets as intense as it got today, I guess I'm stubborn. Cause like I guess you could say I brute force stopped a few panic attacks today, like during work. I don't know how else to properly describe it other than brute forcing. So I don't know if I could properly and accurately describe how I bat that level of anxiety, but it was basically like me just like pushing through it with sheer mental fortitude. I'm probably describing it very incorrectly, but it's the only things that I can think of at the moment. But yeah, now that it's like it feels like it's left my system for the day. Oh yeah, this is a doozy. Okay, also thank you for the stretch. I think it was just a stretch, right? Or was it hydration too? You know what, let me just hydrate just to be on the safe side. With the stretch, oh that's okay. I threw in a free hydration as well. Okay. So here's a question for you. Oh, okay, I'll do another one. Thank you. So here's a question for you guys. If you guys don't know, totally fine. I don't know either. But generally with like old tomes or like diaries, I guess. Is it safe to say the back of a diary or an old tome is basically like the front, but without the where's my icon? Base. Oh, there it is. So, is it safe to say that the back of most of these types of books are just like the front, but without like the front logo on it? Holmes neurons activated, yes. Or is there typically like a back design to it? Most older tomes are blank. Okay, yeah, because I want to go for like a really old tome vibe. The idea is that my Sona picked up this old tome. Sorry, this old grimoire. From like an oddity shop, and it's said to be like really old but unused, and so the idea is that like most of the pages are blank, and he picked it up because it was like a great, it was really in good condition and good for storing his spell crafting. is a more modern invention. If there is back cover art, it would lie flat. I would say so. Usually the back of old tomes are usually the front with the cover. It's more elaborate, or the back is just a blank design. Okay, well, I like that idea because, like, I wouldn't even begin to know where to start when it comes to a back design. Now I need to come up with color. Well, I do know that the book itself is supposed to be leather, so we're looking at like a rich, like, brown look. So I guess we can do a little bit of color work here. We'll just call this layer sketch color. Color sketch. And I think I need to open up my whatever it's called here. Oh. Okay, so we need my folder. Digital pieces. Is it Spellcaster Cyrus? Oh yeah, here we go. Work in progress 5. Okay, cool. You could put "Don't panic" on the back. Always carry a towel. Maybe not always carry a towel, but maybe I could come up with a message or something that might be interesting. Okay, so here is the only depiction of my grimoire, which is right here. Which I realize now. So yeah, I no. Mine's better. Okay. I'm saying this as though I didn't draw this. Hello. Yeah, this is better. Oh yeah, look it. I even had I had like the idea here. Oh my god, Paul, that is a great idea. That is actually a great idea. Okay, yeah, I like that idea. Okay, so first and foremost, let's get some color sketches, or sketching color on this puppy. And then we'll like duplicate it and then do the back cover. I like this idea of an adventure awaits. I like idea. So I think I want these braces to be silver, or like some sort of like, maybe not silver per se, but maybe like a metal like iron or something like that, or aluminum. Chrono triggered. Exactly. I'm thinking of having like this gold, the strips inlaid with gold, because like the insignia here is supposed to be gold. So we'll just like sweep and clear here. Ugh. I was borrowing it from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, but it works. Oh, yeah, it does say there is a meme like that in there, right? Furry Cures, hi, how are you doing? Okay. Look at this book, man. I'm liking how this is coming out. Maybe I'm going too crazy with the brush size, but you know what? It's fine. We're gonna be a little loosey-goosey here tonight. So, this is actually a good way to illustrate like how a street sketch looks. When I'm giving away free street sketches, is the color is kind of loosey-goosey and doesn't adhere to the boundaries of the line art as much. There's a little bit of controlled messiness to it. Ah! Uphill. Egret, hi, how are you doing? Okay, so then we need to change the color of the emblem. Gradient, there we go. Oh, nope, don't need it radial, that's for sure. Actually looks pretty good. Let's bump this up to 100 though. Dude, would it look better if I went straight up and down with it? 90. I think having it like at a 45, it's a little bit better. What's this raffle about? Yes, there is an art raffle happening in chat. It's to give away a half-body street sketch. So I'm basically going to sketch your Sona up to, so basically where you see my Sona right now, like how it goes down to like maybe the chest area, and then I will loosely stylize color it. Okay, so I'm contemplating here. See, I'm thinking about I don't know yet. Okay, hang on. Let's do, where's the meander pattern? Let's do color overlay. Oh, white pattern. That might not work. Okay, we'll see. Jen, hello. I don't know if I said hi to you yet, Jen. Hello. Let's see here. See, I don't know if I want this. Let's see here. Well, let's go with the silver first. I know silver. It's gonna be silver. Let's put another layer of color here. And then we are gonna come up here. It's all up. Mega Man. Mega Man X. Okay. This. Boom, 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 boom. I could probably cheat. Oh no. Dude, let's do this and then we'll cheese it. Duplicate. And then we'll bring it all down and around. Right. Cool. So now what I'm thinking about doing is let's make this easy on ourselves. We'll duplicate, we'll transform, flip vertically, bring it all the way down. Perfect. Along those lines. Okay. And then we'll merge down. Let's see what happens when we put a little silver. If we do reflected. Okay, so now, man, this is where it becomes challenging. Does it smell like cinnamon rolls when you open it instead of musty old book smell? Ooh, that's a good question. I don't know. That is a great question. Okay, I'll have to think about that. That is definitely a question to be had. I'm gonna go cold. Oh my goodness, I am. I have a decision to make here. Like a pretty big decision. I mean, let's continue. We're gonna continue with the silver for the time being, and then we're gonna have to make a decision. Because so here's what I'm thinking, you guys. I don't know how I feel about the brace being silver and the middle being gold. I feel like it should be all gold or all silver. But that's where the challenge becomes, because I really wanted the brace cream color. I really wanted the these braces to be silver, but I also really wanted the insignia to be gold. But I don't know how I feel about the two of them being separate like that. Okay, see here. Copy. Paste. We're gonna paste this. Oh, wait, hold on. No, I wanted this to be gold, actually. See, I don't know how I feel about the silver and the gold. I may have something in the back. Maybe see it. So all of it in gold? All right, let's see all of it in gold. Hang on. That's how it looks all in gold. I can't say that it's bad. I think it looks pretty good. Goodness. I'd say the gold border between each class is too strong, kind of harshly so. Probably make it a darker brown, like the leather engraving. Oh, you know what, Panda? Yeah, that actually might be... That might be what we want to do. Yeah, Panda, I think you're right. I think we make it. You know what this is giving me? This is giving me like OG Legend of Zelda vibes right now. Which I'm kind of digging. Now I'm thinking those middle, like the, what'd you call them? The fins, Panda? I'm thinking the middle portions of the fins we do with a similar treatment that we did with the leather, but with the gold. Like make a dark portion of the of that centerpiece. And I think it'll pop. And then we'll also need to do the spine detailing. I think the spine detailing. Okay, so let's at least the spine detailing. I don't know if I'm gonna make metal or like a darker leather like we did over here, but we'll come to that. Okay, can you gild the cover of the seams in the back, the little ridges, once the spine ties, and it will look crisp. Yeah. So we're definitely gonna do that. But first, let me do the. We're gonna call these fins. So fin color. And then we're gonna do inner fin color. And then we'll just kind of do in this color, get a little darker. All right, let's do. I think this is coming out really nicely, though. We'll give it a similar treatment, like the shine treatment. Once we got everything in place here. Whoopsie. I mind it leaking out, but not that much. Okay. Whoopsie. Oh. Then over here. Perfect. All right, and then what we'll do is we will copy, paste, and then what we'll do here is lower the opacity of it. Maybe 100? Question mark? Oh, maybe we darken it. Where's the burn? Oh. So wait, this was at 120 at one point, right? 120. Where's color burn? Maybe multiply? No. Five maybe? Yeah, 35. Okay. Give it that pseudo sheen. Pseudo. That almost looks like wood when it's burnt. Very fancy. Oh, this is the inner. Never thought about wood before. Yeah, probably stick with the metal, but that is an interesting thought, to say the least. Okay, so let's do the spine. Do spine color. Van, hello, how are you doing? Welcome on in. Ben, how are you doing? So spine color is our final section. Okay, so with the spine, do you think we should go like a darker leather color, or should we actually try to make it metallic looking? Like should we go with like a gold like we did with these? Wood inlays on covers are luxurious. Let me try starting with the gold and seeing how I like that. I'm envisioning it, and I think the gold light paint, like a light paint highlight. Okay. Yeah, I was thinking that myself. I was like, you know, the gold here would probably make it pop. It would tie everything together. Oh. Whoops. Where is that? Oh. Here. Yeah, perfect. Yeah. All right, excellent. More knowledgeable in this field, but why not both? You have two ridges that are thicker than the rest, so why not make those gold and the rest dark brown? You think so? Okay, well let me try all gold and then we'll try that next. Thunderwave Cave. And then once we get this color in and we're satisfied with it, I think that's what we'll call our adventure. Man, I am starting to feel extremely sleepy. So we'll do gradient overlay, we'll do normal. Let's actually make this 90 degrees. No, 0 degrees. And then we'll do linear, scale this down. God, we got a lot. Okay. There's that would really pop. So I'm curious now. So we'll do fine layer 2. Lazy move. Been working into too many things these past few days, and now I don't have any energy for anything. Oh no, man! No, I feel that. I definitely feel that. Okay, so we're gonna try the dark leather on everything, but the two big braces. Alright, what do you guys think? Should I leave it like this, or one of the things you like it? Okay, well, what about this? This is gonna be crazy, but what about something like that? Or is that too much? What do you think? This is thy Grimoire? I'm vibing with it so far. I will say though, let me see. What if I do inner ones? I don't know, I kind of vibe with that better. Where it's like two small inlays of gold. I definitely like the two larger brackets, but I think having the two like smaller inlays. I think I'm vibing with this little attachment or thing. Yeah, I'm vibing with it so far. Like I think we have a solid. It looks simple but elegant at the same time. That's exactly what I was going for. I want simple but elegant. It could be weathered like that. I like the paint is worn off over time. Yeah. And then should I this meander pattern. Let me see what it looks like in gold. Hmm. $100. Yeah, I don't know if that has the same impact where it was just white. I feel like the white is kind of like makes it pop. Okay, we're gonna save this file. I don't vibe with it personally with the gold. I think it detracts from the center of the logo. Yeah. I think white works, right? White was working pretty solidly. White looks good. Okay, that's what I thought. Brings it well in the white. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. All right. I think we got it. I'll see if I want to add anything to the insides. But as far as the first pass goes to this Grimoire, I think we got it. All right, let me do this. We'll go. We'll group this together. Front, and then we'll do edit, transform, horizontal, and then we'll do this as the back. Oh, that's not sticking? What? Not a bit of sticking. That's weird. That makes me a little sad there. Oh, we're gonna move this over here. Back. Cut off. Alright. Yeah, front and back, right? Okay, so like had to think about that for a hot second. All right, let me there we go. I should probably have aligned it with layer the whole time. Where's the okay, the pattern is fine. Fine color. Wait, is that reflected or is that linear? I don't remember. Okay, that is linear. Okay, cool. And then inner fin, whatever. And fin color. Okay, so frame cover I think is fine. But then we need the fin color here. Oh, we need the spine too. Spine color. Gradient, align. No. Inner fin. Fine. Fin color. Do this. Fine. Maybe we put a little text down here. Front. Let's make sure this is actually in the front section. Right, and then back. Other side. Such a good song. Back. Way up here. All right. We go, CJ. I will hydrate for sure, for sure. Stuck in the mud? Oh no. Back home from work? Welcome back. We kind of just finished the first design of the Sen Grimoire. It looks snazzy. So let me see if I can. That don't look good. Rip. Okay, we'll just leave it as is. All right, cool. So tomorrow I should have him. I should be able to show him something. Mel Rain for a solid year when I was a kid. Wait, what happened? But which book? Pharaoh! Excuse me. Hello, Pharaoh. Pokemon in. Got me towards the end of the adventure, but also in like a low energy sen. Artax. Wait, why does that sound familiar? Oh my goodness, thank you, Pharaoh. If you want to go ultra luxe, you could have add a buckle or oh yeah, dude, I totally forgot about a little buckle. Oh man. I'll have to ask him if he would be willing to do like a little buckle and then have a scene I remember from the movie is burnt into my childhood brain. Oh no. So it comes from a Never-Ending Story. I saw Never-Ending Story once as a kid and I don't remember much of it. I think there was a dragon in there somewhere. I think. Ivory Tower sticks with me for some reason. I don't remember an ivory tower. Okay. So yeah, I would consider doing a buckle right now, but I'm definitely starting to feel the wall of sleepy. So, never any story. You had a LOAF dragon. Sorry for this poor spelling. Go to bed. The go to bed shrine, a major test of strength. Oh my goodness. Okay. So yeah, I think that's what we'll call our adventure this evening. Let's see who is streaming, who we can raid off to. There's somebody I haven't seen online in a very long time. Let's see if he's still going. I just want to make sure because it's been live the same amount of time. The raffle, yes, you're right. All right, you guys. While I get through this ad break, let's do the raffle. So I'm gonna pick a name. So this is your last chance to get into the raffle. So it's ! raffle to get in. Panda, you didn't enter the raffle? I thought you did that earlier. Let's go to bed. My coffee will need me in the morning, but I'll stick around for the raffle. Yes, ! raffle. Make sure that you have gotten in. I'll be drawing a name in. Let's see, what is it? What time is it? Let's say 20 more seconds. 20 more seconds. The buy-in at the very end. That's so funny. Even more funny if Panda wins it. Oh my goodness. All right, we're gonna do about 10 more seconds, you guys. 10 more seconds. ! raffle in the chat. All right, there's our 10 seconds. All right, I'm gonna do ! winner. You would think I would have a button about this by now, but I don't. ! winner. Gato, congratulations! You have won the raffle! Alright. Do I wish to reset the giveaway list? Absolutely. Congratulations, Gato! So I'll be sure to post Gato's little haywire doohickey thing. Hopefully this weekend, if I remember. Hopefully I remember. But yeah, so we're gonna go raid over to somebody we haven't raided over to in a hot minute. VB Wolf is playing the original Zelda 2. Apparently it's the second quest, so it's much harder that he's doing. Alright, unless it's a randomizer? Is it a randomizer? It might be. It might even be a randomizer. I don't know, actually. But we'll find out. So, let's get this raid started. Twitch URL, VB Wolf. Alright, and then we will use our send notes here. Oh, you guys, thank you for being here. Raid message tonight will be... We built a Grimoire. Simple and easy. We built a Grimoire. Alrighty, you guys. Thank you all for being here. I hope you guys had a bunch of fun. We will be back at it tomorrow for some Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Hope to see you tomorrow. Yes, we should be live here tomorrow for some Rebirth. I think we're just finishing up one more side quest in Nebel before we get to the big stuff. We're probably gonna get to the big stuff tomorrow, so get ready for that awesomeness. Until then, you guys, I'm gonna go get some sleep. You all have a one. Oh wait, where's my puppins? I gotta hang on. Gotta move my monitor. Give me a second. Gotta re-register my puppins. There we go. Okay, there we go. All right, you guys, have a wonderful night's sleep. I shall catch you guys tomorrow for Pizza Friday. Love you all. I'm going to bed. Bye, guys.